Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good day. So for this fifth International Research Conference on Multidisciplinary in Social Sciences and Technology 2022, I would like to present and share the findings of our research entitled Tax Knowledge, Tax Attitude and Tax Authority Services, the impact on the awareness of e-commerce taxation by Malaysian individuals. First, we look at the definition of e-commerce. Okay, e-commerce is a business system that uses information communication technology, especially the internet, to establish the network that will unite sellers, consumers, and third parties in a secure electronic environment. E-commerce business can be operated without having the premises or sufficient employees. It is more flexible as compared to the conventional businesses. And by using appropriate IT technology equipment such as computers, smartphones, and tablets to access the internet, the goods, the product, the services can be advertised and sold virtually. These are some of the advantages of e-commerce as compared to the conventional, traditional type of business activities. Okay, millions of users can visit the e-commerce site and make selection of the variety of product offered by the business. And then in Malaysia, we have several platform for e-commerce, active platform for e-commerce, including Shopee, Lazada, eBay, and also PG Mall. And e-commerce offers a business channel for customers to buy things quickly with unlimited time, as well as to access more products and services without crossing the border and physical movement. All right. So what happened now is majority of individuals creating revenue. Majority of individuals that we know are creating revenue through e-commerce platform. And they are not aware of the e-commerce taxation rules and regulation. They are also do not declaring their income derived to the tax authorities to avoid paying tax. Means that they are avoiding tax by not declaring their income that they obtain from e-commerce business activities. Those who operate business by using phone expect that the tax authorities will not be able to detect their online business activities. Therefore, the problem now is the Royal Malaysian Customs Department and Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia, both are tax authorities in Malaysia, are expecting to lose billions of ringgit due to the non-compliance of e-commerce business owners. Therefore, the objective of this study is to investigate the factors that influence the awareness of the Malaysian individuals on e-commerce taxation. We would like to know what is the factors that contributing or stimulating the awareness of the Malaysian individuals on e-commerce taxation. And we focus on three variables or three factors, which are tax knowledge, tax attitude, and also tax authority services. So our independent variable are these three factors, and the dependent variable are the awareness of the individual upon e-commerce taxation. Right. So this is our research methodology. Okay. This is our dependent variable, awareness of e-commerce taxation, and these three variable are our independent variable, tax knowledge, tax attitude, and tax authority services. Okay. This study will be conducted by using questionnaire, okay, whereby the questionnaire is distributed to 110 respondents that are selected by using a simple random sampling technique. Okay, and the data is analyzed by using descriptive statistic and also multiple regression. Okay, how do we measure or operationalize our independent variable? So we have three independent variables. Okay, for the first independent variable, which is tax knowledge, we have 8 questions under tax knowledge variable. Okay, basically the questions asking about the general responsibilities and rights of the taxpayers. Okay. And there are also questions regarding the Inland Revenue Board as the tax authority. Okay. Questions about the benefits of tax relief. Questions about e-commerce activities and the income derived through social media. Right? And for the second independent variable, which is tax attitude. Okay. Under the tax attitude, we have 8 questions. Okay. The respondent will be asked about their personal attitude in reporting their income accurately and honestly. And then there are also questions about respondent of a responsibility and obligation as a citizen. And there are questions about unethical practice of tax evasion by them. As for the third independent variable, which is tax authority services, okay, this consists of 7 items, 7 questions. And basically, the questions ask about the role of tax authority in administering the tax system and the quality of services that the taxpayer gain from the tax authority. Okay. There are also questions about the responsibility of Inland Revenue Board Malaysia as tax authority in providing sufficient information and program on digital taxation to the public. Okay. And questions also with regards to the justice of Inland Revenue Board and confidence level of the individual upon Inland Revenue Board. Right. As for our dependent variable, okay, we have 4 questions that are measuring the awareness of e-commerce taxation. Basically, the questions are pertaining to the existence of e-commerce tax, challenges to track and record the e-commerce activities, and also the use of tax collection by the government. Right? This is the questions regarding the awareness of e-commerce taxation. Okay, now we move to the model for multiple regression and the statistical analysis. Okay, so we have developed the multiple regression model, okay, whereby the dependent variable, which is the awareness of the e-commerce taxation, is equal to the 3 independent variable, which are tax knowledge, tax attitude, and also service of the tax authorities. Now we go to the multiple regression results, the findings of the studies. If we look here, okay, we have 2 independent variables which are significant in influencing the awareness of e-commerce tax among the respondent. Okay, so if we look here, the factors of tax knowledge, okay, shows significant relationship to the awareness of the respondent upon e-commerce tax. Means that the higher the tax knowledge of the respondent, the higher the awareness of the e-commerce tax among them. As for the variable of tax attitude, okay, tax attitude also shows significant relationship, positive significant relationship towards the awareness of the e-commerce tax. Means that the better the tax attitude among the respondent, the higher or the better awareness of e-commerce taxation among them. And for the variable of service of tax authority, if we look here, the variable only shows weak significant relationship, or we can say that there is no significant relationship between service of tax authority and the awareness of e-commerce taxation. So both tax knowledge and tax attitude are significant in influencing the awareness of e-commerce tax at P less than 0.05. And for service of tax authority, no significant relationship shows between service of tax authority and the awareness of e-commerce taxation. And our adjusted R-square value here for the multiple regression is about 58%, means that the multiple regression model can explain 58% of the relationship between the independent variable and the awareness of e-commerce tax among the respondent. Right? So now we have our model based on the findings of the results here. The first one is the multiple regression model. Okay, so the higher the tax knowledge by the respondent, the higher the awareness of e-commerce tax that they have. And good tax attitude contributes to better awareness of e-commerce tax among the respondent. However, the Service of Tax Authority do not show any significant relationship with the awareness of e-commerce tax among the respondent. As for the implication of the study, okay, the findings of the study is useful to the Malaysian Tax Authority, okay, which is Inland Revenue Board and Custom Department, to better understand the factors that contribute or stimulating to better awareness of e-commerce tax and planning. The findings also help the tax authority to plan for strategies to enhance compliance of taxpayers. Therefore, if the compliance enhance, we will also increase the revenue, tax revenue pertaining e-commerce taxation. And then the findings also will add to the new literature review pertaining the field of e-commerce taxation in Malaysia. Okay, and it can help to solve the problem. Similar problem exists in the developing countries. Right, that's all for my presentation today. Thank you very much.